Hey colleague crew, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Darren, and today we're going to be talking about something really essential for you to know at the beginning of your natural journey: hair porosity, specifically the impact it makes on our beautiful type 4 hair, 4A, 4B, or 4C. So if you're someone that have been confused on how to find out what kind of hair porosity you have, this video is for you. Don't go anywhere, stay tuned. So first things first, what is hair porosity? Porosity refers to how well your hair can absorb and retain moisture. It's all about the structure of the hair cuticle, which is the outer layer of your hair strands. Porosity falls into three main categories. We have the low, we have the medium or the normal, and then we have the high porosity. Now, if you have type 4 hair, whether it's 4A, 4B, or 4C, understanding your hair porosity is crucial. Why? Because this will guide you in choosing the right product and developing a routine that meets your hair's unique needs. Low porosity means your cuticles are tightly packed, making it harder for products to penetrate. So this means that products are more likely to stay on your hair. If you notice that products tend to sit on top of your hair rather than absorbing it, or you notice that when you get into the shower or in the pool, your hair takes time to get saturated in water to get then it's likely that you have low porosity hair. Medium porosity is when your hair absorbs moisture and it retains it well. Most products work for you and you have a good balance of moisture and strength. And then for high porosity, it means that your cuticles are more open and it's very easy for products to get into your hair. But at the same time, it's also very easy for products to get out of your hair. So if your hair is prone to freeze or it feels dry, even after moisturizing, then it's very likely that you have high porosity hair. There's several ways or there's several tests you can do to identify what kind of hair porosity you have. Although this is not 100% accurate, it kind of like gives you an idea of what exactly you're dealing with. One easy way to check your hair porosity is through the water test. So what you're gonna do is to grab a strand of your hair. I'm gonna ask my hair if I can grab a strand. Can I grab a strand? Thank you. Okay, let's see. Right here. This is this is my hair. Oh, this is not my hair. This is my hair right here. Here we go. Finally, we have type 4C hair. This I got from my hair just now, which has the tightest coil pattern. It can experience significant shrinkage and often feels drier. This type of hair thrives on moisture, so consider heavy butters and all of those. There I have a glass of water and I'm going to be dropping my hair into it. All right. If it floats, you likely have low porosity hair. If it sinks slowly, then you probably have medium porosity hair. And then if it sinks very quickly and goes to the bottom, then you have high porosity hair. So again, this is not a 100% accurate test, but this is something fun you can do. So I have a strand of hair right now. You might not see it's very tiny. And I'm going to be dropping it right on top of my hair. I'm going to give it a close up to see what is happening. So I think I can say from the first test, my hair passed the low porosity test because even till now, it doesn't even want to go down. I tried to use my finger to push it down. It's still coming back up. It's just sinking really slowly right now. It's trying to come back up. Poor guy. The other method is the slip test. So you're gonna grab a section of your hair and you slide your fingers through it, like through it down the strand. And so if you feel a ton of bumps, right? You may likely have high porosity. And if your hair feels smooth, you might have low porosity. Again, these tests aren't 100% accurate, but it's just a fun way to figure out, to have an idea of what exactly you're dealing with. Yeah. And that's going to go a long way. And then the third method is the moisture retention. You can also observe your hair's response to adding moisture to your hair. Low porosity hair may take longer to get wet and might feel hard to hydrate, while high porosity hair might drink up water but leave you needing it to replenish it more often. So again, these things are really important to know because if you have high porosity hair, as I mentioned in my previous video, you might need to frequent your routine more than someone with a low porosity hair because your hair would quickly get dry easily and freeze up, I want to avoid that. Now let's talk about the different hair textures within the four type community. Each of them has its own unique characteristics and this can also influence how porosity affects your hair. Boy hair typically has a defined coil pattern that resembles a soft S shape. This can be like for 4 hair. It tends to have a bit more moisture retention compared to 4B and 4C, but it can also benefit from hydration. 4B has a tighter, more zigzag pattern. Something like this. It might feel more quiet and can lose moisture quickly. Most people with phoebe hair tend to have high porosity. This texture benefits from heavier creams and butters that can trap this moisture in the hair. And then we have the 4C hair. Like this, we have different variants of that. 4C hair, which has the tightest curl pattern, it can experience significant shrinkage and it often feels drier. So when you have 4C hair, you want to moisturize your hair more often because it's hard for this product to penetrate into your hair. Again, it depends. Having 4C hair doesn't necessarily equates you having low porosity. In the 4C air community, there are also different types of 4C. You know, some people classify them as 4CA, 4CB. Some people even go on to say there is 4D, there is 4E, there is 4F, you know, depending on how tight your cores are. But all this same, there is also diversity in each of these subgroups of the 4A type hair, and it is very necessary for you to know which one works for you. It's a beautiful thing to see, you know, different people with different kinds of hair, and it's not a big deal, but knowing what kind of porosity you have will help you, you know, if you're going to retain moisture or you have to keep on adding moisture every time, and it's going to help in your hair keratin so your hair doesn't feel dry and starts breaking off. So here are some quick tips for the low porosity hair. Use lighter products, incorporate heat during deep conditioning like steaming, you know, and avoid too much of protein heavy treatment, because as hard as it is for moisture to get trapped into your hair, it's also kind of difficult for it to get out. So like it might need like more time, so don't overdo it with the protein stuff so your hair is not overly saturated and then it starts to break. You know, too much of everything is also bad. For the medium porosity, you literally don't have a problem. Just enjoy a balance between, you know, deep conditioning, between the protein treatment, between your product, and you can switch styles differently. It all depends on you. And then for those with high porosity, you can opt for heavier creams or oils, and you can seal in moisture. You can, you know, use regular protein treatment to help you to strengthen your hair also. Understanding your hair porosity and hair texture is very needed in the start of your natural journey, and that's why I'm taking out my time to spread out these basics as we're starting this channel, as we're starting this journey together, because you don't want to miss out on these things and then start to wonder why your hair isn't growing. All of these things, all these theories are very needed, and you have to like know them at the back of your head. Very soon we're going to go more into the practical aspect, so you have no problem knowing you're equipped with enough knowledge to go forth and flourish with your hair. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and you can go further by subscribing or sharing to your friends and families or whoever you think might benefit from this. Let me know in the comments what kind of hair porosity and what kind of hair texture do you have. For me, I have a low porosity for thick kind of hair. I can't wait to hear from you. Holy Creole. Love you. See you next time. Bye bye.